First of all, the monk. This one is basically a fist fighter. You do a lot better with fists, and this is basically the one you want to pick if you're wanting to be OP. Like at the very start, you have speed with no armor, and you have strength with just fists. Barbarian. Whenever you hold a spear in your offhand, you have strength, and whenever you don't wear armor, you get resistance. So this one's pretty good in the early stages too, but can also be decent in the in-game. Wizard. Basically, you cast a fireball by right-clicking with a wand, and you get XP faster. So let me just grab a stick. I think the wizard's gonna be changed a bit, and I'll show you why in a second. But yeah, basically every few seconds you can shoot a fireball like that. So if I really don't like that tree over there, I can just... Okay. Next is the druid. The druid you can grow and shrink. Basically, what happens with this is you press a keybind, you get smaller, and press another keybind, you get bigger. But it does take a cooldown to be able to do it again, so this isn't permanent. And eventually your effects will wear out. Like right now I have both shrinking and growing, so it like balances out. But now that's what the druid is. Next is the sorcerer, which is very similar to the wizard. Basically with your 9th keybind you can shoot a fireball, and with your 10th keybind you can shoot a spectral arrow. And next is bard. Basically this one you have the piper effect, which it's basically the equivalent of holding like wheat for cows. Like anything that follows you when you hold an item will follow you with this effect. And whenever you hold a note block and press a keybind, it gives people strength and speed around you. It's not a very large radius, I think like 3 blocks, so you have to be close to them. Blood Hunter. Basically this one, by pressing a keybind, it summons a damage field around you but also damages you. So whenever you press it, it like does this, and you will get damage as well as the other person. And when you kill something, you basically leech the life out of them, so you get health whenever you kill something. Warlock, you're healed whenever you sleep, and you can summon lightning to things around you. It basically, how this works is it takes a while to charge up, and then you can shoot lightning out of it, and if you charge up enough, you can do this 3 consecutive times. Paladin, you have strength while wearing heavy armor, so anything, I believe, above iron, you get this with. And basically this is, if you have nothing in your offhand, you get strength. Wait, I think one of these you get resistance or something. I think one of these isn't strength, or maybe they are. I don't remember, but I think I might have changed that. Vagabond, with a keybind you can basically open your bag and put stuff in. This isn't spawned anymore because it was a... Oh yeah, you can. You give yourself a sleeping bag, but I need to change the name of it. So with Z you can open like a little inventory. You do keep this upon death, so this is like literally a little ender chest. When you press X, you just get a sleeping bag, so you can just sleep the night without having to worry about trying to find some wool. And then there's the angler. You're just better at fishing because you get luck whenever you hold a fishing rod, and you can make a enchanted fishing rod for much less. Basically you just use the string and stick and it will give you an enchanted fishing rod. The artificer, you don't take fall damage, and you can craft scaffolding easier. Beekeeper, whenever you drink honey, it gives you like a random potion effect. That is a good potion effect. And Queebee is whenever you collect honey, the bees don't attack you. Weaver, you can climb up stuff, and whenever you hit someone, they occasionally get stuck in a cobweb. It's very similar to the arachnid origin. Summoner, you can summon like monsters with your keybinds, so like that. But these will attack you, by the way, so don't summon like a ton of them. That is not recommended. Cryomancer, whenever you hit someone, they're slowed down, and your snowballs actually deal damage. Watchmen, whenever you're close to something, they start to glow, but be warned, you also glow. So, this is kind of a trade thing. And I believe you also get, yeah, you get speed at night. Arsonist, you can craft TNT easier. You get speed too whenever you're on fire, so this is good for anyone who's immune to fire. Task Collector, you have increased pickup range, and you can get a looting book while holding XP bottles, which you can get by trading with villagers. Illusioner, you can become invisible with your 9th keybind. It just gives you not complete invisibility, so you will have to take your armor off. And you can play creeper sounds with like your 10th click. So if I press it now, it's basically just to annoy people or get on their nerves. And then Space Shifter, you can get the recalling thing. Basically, you get the effect and you can scout out and then come back to it once the effect wears out. I already told you about that. And by pressing your 10th keybind, you can basically act like you ate a chorus fruit. Like that. Like I was just right there and pressed my keybind and got over here. And Cleric, you can summon a cloud of instant healing. It's kind of like the Blood Mage, but it's a healing effect instead of a harming. And then you heal others when this is toggled. So when your 9th keybind is active and you hit someone, they actually get health back instead of being taken away. Gambler, Russian Roulette, this is kind of like the honey one, but whenever you press a thing, you get a random push effect, and it could be good or bad, and you always have the luck effect. So if I just press the keybind now, I just have a bunch of different ones, like those after I press it multiple times. If I press it once, I get blindness, fire, and fire resistance. If I press it again, I get slowness. Press it again, I get resistance and absorption. Press it again, and I get strength. It's very random what you get, so, but you could just spam this and get a bunch of, and hopefully get a bunch of effects you want. And, oh, this is the order. Then there's the Dancer. Basically how this works is you can heal yourself and you can become more agile and stronger when you press it, but to actually charge your abilities you have to shift. So now just shifting actually does you some good, and you can make yourself more agile, or you can just heal yourself with this and you have to recharge it again. And then there is the Telepath. You can basically, whenever you hit someone with a projectile, they get blindness for 3 seconds. And you can use this. Honestly, I might have to nerf this a bit whenever you press Z when near somebody or a mob. You can literally just hoist them into midair. You can't really attack them during this though. So, and it only lasts for 3 seconds. And then there's the Aeromancer with your 10th keybind. You can basically shoot out this. It doesn't do a lot of damage, it's just kind of a cool thing you can do. Let me get like a husk so I don't burn. And every few seconds, you saw that? Every like 30 seconds you can send them high up into the air with any attack. What was what origin called? This one? This one was Aeromancer, the one before this was Telepath. Then Chronomancer, basically when you hit somebody, they get like withering for a few seconds. And you can also age up animals, so if I get like a pig, I can press Z on it, and it's adult. Yeah. So this is good if you want a farm and don't want to have to wait for your animals to grow up. And then there's the Hydromancer. You have permanent water breathing and you have Dolphin's Grace, so this is good if you wanted to like ride that animal I showed you earlier. Pyromancer, you have permanent fire resistance and you always have fire aspect just on like your fists. I don't know why my fists are so OP right now. But yeah, it just gives you fire aspect on your fists. Geomancer, with your 10th keybind you can create a wall around you, like this. It only replaces air, so grass will get in the way. And then with your 9th keybind you can just throw a rock, like that.